Welcome back to Liquid Late Nights. Apparently, it's the 1950s because we're just going to field all white NBA teams now.
What? Wow.
Talent is talent. If they can,
Came in hot.
The Ditches man said, "Okay." I'm sorry. This clip's been going on a lot. I got to find the movie, but it's Terrence Howard's playing a coach and he's talking to his team, and they're scared about this other team, and he's like, "You are black."
I don't know if that's real because I saw that. I don't know.
I gotta find one. It might be a comedy. I don't even know. It might be something.
That's a thing.
But it's funny.
So Stephen A. Smith comes out on his podcast and says, it's been a long time since the top three players on any team have been all white guys. It's Luka, Austin, and the new kid we just signed, Walter Kessler, who just married a beauty queen the other day. Yeah, he signed his big deal. He married a Miss USA the next day or something. Anyway, so
that was part of the package,
they've been dumping on him because they said it's racist. I tell you, he just said what it's like. What's the guy from First Thing First? He just said what everybody else was thinking. It's not any a bad thing. I'm a Laker fan. Those are my guys. I'm riding with them. That's what I got. But it's been pretty wild. They call him the Backstreet Boy. They call him something else. It was wild. They call him the credit scores.
No, Lake Street Boys.
The credit score.
Yeah, credit scores.
I have not heard.
You didn't hear that one?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Names, dude. It's like
credit scores.
The credit scores. It's a whole list of stuff because I get my Laker feed. I get stuff all the time, and people are like, well. Kessler's a good player. We're fine. We just signed Karan Ludi, but it's been wild. It's just, they're on the Braun watch, and it's excellent. We got to see what happens. It ties back in because what happened to Jalen Brown? I didn't know this guy was. It's the kind of resume he's got. So I did some reading after. I think he got traded from Boston to Philly, which is you trade a guy that good to your rival, right? They just put Philly in the hunt.
Yeah.
Problem for Jalen. Jalen signed a supermax deal. He's the first guy to sign for over $300 million, and then he's up for an extension this year, another 2 years, $140 million. And so Boston was getting that money one of those because they got two players now making $300 million. That's insanity, but that's how the thing works.
Yeah.
But Jalen's more controversial because he does different things. He's a smart kid. I didn't realize that the guy had an internship with NASA. Turned it down to play in the NBA. The youngest person of the lecture, doing a lecture at Harvard. He went to Cal Berkeley. He's a smart young man, but he's 28, 29 years old, and he's rich. You know what I mean? Colin Cowherd comes out and says sometimes they say Jalen Brown is too smart. So he's got a disease and he's thinking he's the smartest guy in the room. And he said, Jalen comes back and said, well, so you don't want NBA players can't be smart. So this controversy has been going on for the last 2 weeks now. It's crazy. It's wild, but that's what's happening. But I didn't know Jalen was that accomplished, dude. I just went back and did some research. I said, whoa, I'm impressed. Let me get in this fan club. Let me start following Jalen. He does so much work in the community around Boston. I saw a clip today where his mother was talking. They can continue to do stuff, but the guy is he doesn't have a shoe deal. He's launched his own shoe brand. So he's like own shoe brand. He doesn't have an agent. His mother basically his agent. So he cut a lot of people out that normally make money on all these guys, and he operates differently. That's how I feel about Yee. It's just when a guy gets some stuff like that, I'm like, is it yay or Yee?
It's yay.
Yay.
Kanye.
Because when a guy overcomes something and everybody pile on him and gets him done, that's how you get it done, boss.
Yeah.
That's just thinking in a whole different direction than anybody else is thinking. Anyway, so if you take a minute, this guy he's incredible. He's a smart. I mean, he's a special player. He's socially conscious, and he don't talk a lot of smack or nothing like that. But he's just really smart. And they're going when a guy comes out and says, "Well, he's too smart." What do you mean he's too smart? What does that mean, too smart? Can anybody address that for me? Too smart? So you don't put all your money into bling around your neck?
Yeah. So before I answer that, is that saying this was a commentator saying players are saying that, or have actual players said that?
No, he said executives said it and scouts.
Okay. So that sounds like to me like let me clear my throat here. They don't want this black man trying to be uppity. They don't like that. They don't like
I
that at
get that
all.
part, but he's worth like $500 million already. It's a little late.
But you know your place. Okay, how much we paying you? That's what I'm hearing. That's what
No,
that
no, no.
sounds like. That is.
That goes without saying. But what I'm just saying is the guy is really he's done a lot of good. I've looked in the last week or so.
No. I got what you're saying, but you asked the question, why is he getting all this pushback now? And I'm just saying that out loud.
Well, that was just a hypothetical. I kind of knew the answer to that one. I just kind of put it out there.
We just want to give the people, they might. I don't want them to be confused what the end answer is gonna be.
And he's a baller. He's a straight up baller. He's like 6'8", 6'9", good looking, rich, intelligent. What? You know what I mean? Please. Anyway, that's just me. That one.
I believe in you.
But it goes back around to so I was saying about but I looked it up like private equity is getting into a lot of sports, and most of it's NBA right now. The NBA started in 22 or 2020. The NFL just started 2 years ago. So these guys, there's a couple companies, all this Wall Street money and stuff, the valuation of these teams, like $5 billion, $10 billion, and everybody's getting in. The money is out of this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh? Mm-hmm. So now
I was going to say, private equity has gone into everything. And I feel like a lot of the problems of the economy, and tell me if I'm wrong, is kind of be stimulating these private equity companies coming in and like the old corporate raiders in the 80s, trying to extract as much value as they could at the expense of the longevity of these companies or these brands or these businesses. And they suck the money out, and then they're out. And then what you got left?
You mean the corporate raiders from the 80s?
Well, the corporate raiders from the 80s, but these private equity is cut from the same cloth. It's just that next generation of let's get this money and get out. To me,
no. So what I got on the NBA side is that because the NBA is getting rid of, they're expanding. You got NBA Africa. You got 12 leagues, 12 countries right now. Get more. They're getting ready to start NBA in Europe also. So the money is going to be more international, and they're going to be controlled by the NBA from here. So if if you're involved with any other teams that are here, the money just expands to a global perspective. At the same time, they're trying to restrict the money that the players get because the players' CBA right now, as far as scores, it's a 51-49 split. That's why some of these players make so much money. You know what I mean? And last bargaining thing, they cut out. It may be another lockout when the next CBA has been negotiated because they're gonna try to take some of this money back from these because you're paying a lot of guys a lot of money. I was sitting beside a guy in a bar one night, a white dude talking to me. He was like, "All right, these NBA guys make all this money. What is this?" I've heard that on more than one occasion in a bar.
Wow.
Get to talk. No, seriously.
Yeah.
You get a bar and get talking to somebody, start talking to well, ESPN laying off their employees, but the NBA guys are all making hundreds of millions. I said, that's a different thing. That's an administrative person. These people are the entertainment. They are the ones that's making the revenue and getting paid for it now. I was making a generation. No, man, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say it. Don't get me started. But it's just interesting from a business perspective. You know what I mean? Am I off my rocker here? Am I going down a deep dive in some kind of rabbit hole there?
I said my piece. GQ, you got something to say?
I got nothing to say.
All right.
Hey.
Well, so much for that. Again, it's a business. Money is it's like the valuation. Okay, say for instance, okay, if we stay on the sports deal, never mind.
What you got?
Like what's going on like with LeBron now. LeBron will have us get the guys who do NBA stuff happy because he's giving them confidence to talk all summer until he finds out where he's gonna go. Because everybody's show is still LeBron, where's he gotta go and what he gotta do and what's he got because it's money in it. All the fees, everything. They got content, got scenarios. Who's the best fit? Is it Cleveland? Is it the Warriors? Is it now? It's Philly.
I heard he's looking for a house in Windermere. He's coming to Orlando.
That's a joke. But anyway, so
it's just as good as any other rumor they got out here.
Windermere or the Magic?
Yeah,
now, what's his name? Bob Myers, who used to be the general manager for the Warriors, who's now the general manager for the Sixers, was on Rich Paul's podcast the other day pitching it. Bob Myers pretty slick now, and that's not a bad deal for him if he goes to Philly. So then you got Jalen Brown, you got Embiid if they can keep him healthy, and they keep Maxey. That'll be a killer team against the Celtics in the same division as the Celtics and the Knicks and the Hawks in the East. Interesting stuff. Anyway, some happy news. So did we cover the marriage Tay stuff last week over the? I'm just because everybody seemed to quiet down, so I got too deep in my whole deal. Let me just shut up. I'm an old guy.
I'm being beckoned.
I'm gonna get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
Do we have any other sports thing we want to cover before we close it out then?
Yeah, what's next? Are we all just waiting on football now? Is that what
I don't ever wait on football. Pass.
You don't ever wait on football? Baseball's here. I mean, gone. What's baseball?
Shohei Ohtani. I'm a Dodger guy, so I can watch some of that.
Wimbledon's going on. World Cup's going on.
Wimbledon, they brought back the Williams sisters for a little bit of notoriety, but Serena got it. But the little girl whooped her butt. I watched some of that. She looked like a 40-some-year-old woman at that time. Come on, Serena. But they brought them in because they needed somebody, because Wimbledon had to get something because the World Cup was going on, all these things. So bring some Notre names in, and then people start talking a little bit about Wimbledon. So it's on early in the morning. So anyway, what do I know?
Early in the morning. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to think of anything else sports-wise. Yeah, we're just waiting for. I don't know. I'm waiting for.
I'm waiting for the summer to get over. It's too doggone hot. How about that?
I don't know where you're gonna go. It's too darn hot everywhere, apparently, and it's gonna be the same.
This morning, dude, it was 60 degrees in Pasadena, California this morning. I was looking at my local newscast.
Your local. Okay.
I have
that. You live in Florida.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Just to be clear, not.
But I get my sister myself go back. I get the local news from back just for a bit of nostalgia. It was 62 degrees this morning in Alhambra. Yeah. My dude was 81 degrees here.
But on the bright side, it rains.
Supreme Court said that you guys can't take away your birthright. They got voted down this week, so that's a victory in theory. They'll come back with some more stuff. You see the meme I said, huh?
That's true. Yeah. I don't understand why this is even a question. I don't know why this is I know why it's a question. I don't know why it's a question.
Well,
the funny. So to tie this back to that, so the guy who got the red card on the U.S. team,
yeah,
he's only on the U.S. team because his mom had to go like emergency surgery or whatever when she was here.
She was from Nigeria. She was visiting her sister,
mm-hmm.
but she was so pregnant they wouldn't let her fly back to Nigeria, so he was born here.
Yeah. So he lives in London, but because he was born here as an American citizen, so he can play for our team.
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So for your boy wanted to deport him. You seen that meme? Your boy wanted to deport him?
Yeah. That's the thing. American. Anyway, this is America. If you're born here, you're here. You don't have to claim us, but you're here. And nobody's touristing to go just hang out. What does that mean?
No, listen. No, when I was in California, living in Los Angeles, so this is for real. They do have tourist pregnancies there. There's people who run basically Chinese. They have these apartments and different things. Women come over at about 6 months, live there, and give birth, and then go home. It's an industry there. That's the truth. I know that because they don't talk about it on a national scale. But if you live out there, you hear about it news when he bust this apartment complex. Every woman in there was pregnant. It was all Chinese women. You know what I mean? because they get the citizenship. They thinking long term. So these kids are like, American citizens. I mean, a lot of them. It's just, that's the true story. It's not like somebody's coming across the border with a coyote. These people flew in on the international flights in first class.
Yeah, that's not the ones they're going after, though. On a national scale.
Yeah, come from the citizens. No, it's an industry there. It's again, in Florida, you don't hear about that, but in Los Angeles, in Southern California, you can hear it because when they bust one of them. They bust one, there's probably another 100 out there someplace else still producing it. In the high end, there are certain areas there have people who are very wealthy that live there. They're from China. There's just a guy who they have families here and families there. They just got money. When you got money in the U.S., you can do pretty much different things. You can buy your citizenship for $500,000, $500 million, just like that. No questions asked.
That's the best. Can we all just be happy?
I am happy.
You're happy. All right. Yeah. You got anything else?
No, you guys are killing me. What you got to go? What he ran off? I was going to try to sit back and watch a movie, but I already watched Tom Hanks's World War II, which is really, really good. If you can get through the gore or the real footage, it's a real. Because what I've been seeing all the
Greyhound.
No, Greyhound.
Saving Private Ryan.
No.
Which one are you talking about?
It's a documentary that's out right now. I'm on episode 14. It's really, but it's really actual footage of the war from each theater. It's just a better concept of anything I've ever seen about the war. And I was in a lot of war movies. I learned so much from this stuff. It's like, what they were doing in China at the time when the Japanese were there, we were aiding the Chinese. What we were doing in Russia at the time, we were friends with the Russians at the time, with the Soviets at the time. It's one that we just blow the whole planet up. Because it was insanity. Just me anyway. What do I know? But it's good though. I think it's on History Channel. But I get it to my box. But Greyhound I've seen 6 times at least.
Oh, okay.
Saving Private Ryan, the same thing. I saw Saving Private Ryan at I got a friend gave me passes to a special screening of it at Paramount when it came out. So I saw it on the Paramount lot. Huge thing when it first came out, with 98 or 99, something like that. It's like it's almost like when they landed, you dropped out the boat, you got a mortar right in the head. It was that close. It was just, What I did.
Okay. The perks of his hometown.
Yeah. Some other things. I've been some good stuff. But anyway, where are we here? No, never mind. Check that out. Curse of the Trump sports deal. Yeah. I'm good.
Well, we would just like to thank everybody for listening to Liquid Late Nights podcast. We are streaming wherever you can find us. Like and subscribe. Always online at liquidlatenights.com. And we're on Patreon, patreon.com/liquidlatenights. If you want to support us monetarily, get episodes you can't hear here, get merch, get things early, in theory, if our producer gets on his butt. And we out. Peace.